What is up, guys? Patrick from NintenTalk back with a brand new video. Today we're going to go over some of my predictions for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC. Nintendo recently had their final Super Smash Bros. Direct, at least for this year, where they went over the last two characters. We got Ken and Incineroar. Very exciting stuff there. And of course, Piranha Plant. How could I forget about that? But today I'm going to share with you guys like 5 characters I could definitely see being a part of this DLC. For the sake of this video, all the characters that have been confirmed to be assist trophies, for me personally, I'm getting them out of the running. So, you know, people like Springman or Bomberman are out of the running in terms of being, you know, a character in DLC. So here are my 5 predictions that I realistically could see, not just the characters I want to see, but 5 characters I think could join the fight when they release as DLC. So the first character I'm going to choose is Captain Toad. I freaking love Captain Toad. This is one of my favorite games on the Wii U. I love how unique it is. I love puzzle games, and you know, this game really surprised me. But Captain Toad as a character also surprised me, and I think it would be a really cool announcement from Nintendo to put Captain Toad in Smash. Of course, Captain Toad was on Wii U, got the deluxe edition on the Switch. He's also appeared in Odyssey as well as Super Mario 3D World. So very exciting stuff if you are a Captain Toad fan. The only challenge that I could possibly see is the moveset. Captain Toad doesn't jump. He cannot jump because he's weighed down by his bag. So maybe Nintendo could come up with some creative ideas. Maybe he can throw his bag to get some momentum to go back on the stage. Exciting stuff, especially if it comes with a stage, because you could have a rotating map pretty much like it plays in the game. So I would love to see Captain Toad. That is my first choice. Let's go on to the next one. My next choice is actually a little bit obscure, I know. But my next choice is going to be Elma from Xenoblade Chronicles X. Now, a lot of the times in Super Smash Bros. Games, they tend to use characters from the previous generation of consoles. And Xenoblade Chronicles X had a great character roster on there, and Elma for me was a standout. As much as I would like to see Rex and Pyra, which I would much rather see than Elma, I think that Elma is a pretty safe assumption. Another Xenoblade character representation. Now, Sakurai has said that Rex is kind of deconfirmed almost, is what I took from the Direct anyway. You do have a Mii costume. Now, this DLC is going to spread over the span of February 2020, so it is very much still possible that both Rex and Pyra come in, maybe one's an Echo Fighter. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to say Elma is a pretty safe bet, and I think it would be awesome. I really enjoyed that game on the Wii U. My next choice is actually a character that's already made its way over to the Switch, and that is Funky Kong. So bringing another Donkey Kong representative. I love Funky Kong, man. I love him so much. He's so cool and such a random character, I think, to be kind of brought back into the mainstream. Also, I've been hearing a lot of Dixie Kong to be another Donkey Kong representative. She did pretty well in the voting overall, so I think Funky Kong is probably a safer bet. A lot of fans were happy to see him in the deluxe edition of Tropical Freeze. Come on, who wouldn't love Funky Kong? As far as the stage, you could pretty much go anywhere with it. It'd be really cool to have a Tropical Freeze stage, but any sort of Donkey Kong type backdrop is okay with me. I like the Donkey Kong stage where you go between the foreground and the background. So I think Funky Kong being a safe bet in terms of bringing another Donkey Kong representative to Smash. Now, the next character, I was kind of torn about putting her on, but I feel really confident at this point, and that is Meifa from Breath of the Wild. Now, you may be saying, Pat, you just said that they don't normally put new characters in, but Breath of the Wild has been in development for quite some time, and I think that if you're going to choose a champion, Meifa probably makes the most sense. I also was torn between Rivali, but I really love the fact that Meifa would bring a character with a staff to Smash. I think that would be a really cool dynamic, and I really hope that Sakurai brings in a character from Breath of the Wild because that was such a special game, and they just really need another character from there. I mean, the only representation that they really have is the Breath of the Wild costume. So Meifa is my personal choice. I also thought about some other characters from Breath of the Wild, possibly Sidon, or even a Bokoblin, I think would be really cool. In terms of stages, you could have a whole, water temple or something like that. pick anything from Breath of the Wild to put into this game, and I am a-okay with it. But Meifa is my fourth choice. Here we go, guys. The big one. I think this is the mic drop moment. Nintendo loves to put in third-party characters, and for me, there is only one choice that I think could quote-unquote break the internet, and that is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Oh man, I know some of you would be freaking out at that announcement. Myself, I am a Kingdom Hearts fan, but I haven't really played most of the games. I've watched friends play the game. I love it. I love the Disney crossover. I love Kingdom Hearts, but Sora, I think, could be the defining moment for this DLC pack. And it's going to kind of be interesting to see if Nintendo will release all these characters at once or, you know, slowly roll them out. I think to get people to be on board with this, it would be wise for them to announce the entire character roster. But a surprise like announcing Sora for Smash would just send people into a frenzy. So I think Sora would be a pretty awesome third-party representative. Some other ones that I thought of were Rayman. I think that Rayman makes a lot of sense, especially since Ubisoft and Nintendo are working so close together. I would love to see Crash Bandicoot as well. Seeing that game on the Switch just made me so happy, a game that I loved as a kid. So Crash Bandicoot would be awesome. And then it pretty much, you know, everyone is talking about Banjo-Kazooie coming over to Smash. And while I would love it, for me right now, it just doesn't seem that realistic. So my third-party character is going to be Sora. Now, if I was a betting man, I would say that at least 2 of these characters are going to be third-party characters. But this is kind of a mixture of what I want and what's realistic. So Sora for me is my third-party character representative. Well, there you go, guys. Those are my 5 character picks for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. Below, this is your job, guys. I want to hear your 5 choices. And what do you think about mine? What do you think about yours? And yeah, I hope this was fun for you guys. And I'm really excited, guys. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is almost out, and I'm so excited to play. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.